Welcome back to Dicey Situations, folks. As always, I'm your DM Ryan, joined by my Chaos crew.
Rich playing Theo.
Mark playing Glebnor.
Harout playing Tooluuga.
Roger playing Aerendir.
All right, gang, it's been a bit. Let's get right back into the action. Last time on Dicey Situations, Arc 4. We caught up with the Chaos crew as they stared down an impending Bone Nami. Firing up their 18-wheeler, the boys led the cascading crabs away from the fleeing fire worshippers and into the winding caverns leading to Bodkali. While a razor-sharp bone wave nearly diced up Glebnor, the rest of the gang tried to use the crumbling stone walls to their advantage. With boulders flying and the bone wave getting closer, Tooluuga made a wild call to hurl a well-placed grenade bomb into the wall of crabs. The impending explosion was a resounding success that nearly blew up our heroes as well as the crabs. The echoing boom drew the attention of Bodkali's wizards, who flew to the scene and stopped Tooluuga in his tracks, demanding an explanation. The perturbed necromancers were led by Rimerez, a grouchy tabaxi who wasn't very impressed with the Chaos crew. After a tense back and forth, Rimerez led the gang back to Bodkali's gate, where they parked their wheels and made their way into the Great Wizard City. No sooner had they arrived before they were greeted by a welcoming party of drow divination witches, and led to the palace of Mansa, the Gilded Devil King. We join our heroes now, and they stand before their strange golden host, and the prying eyes of his mysterious court. Well, boys, you stand before Mansa, King of Bodkali, the mirage, cit-tay. Welcome, welcome. You are Ploopploopleen, I suppose?
Yes.
This is a towering golden devil covered in strange jewels, but as he gets off his throne and walks towards you, he begins to shrink down to a normal medium-sized. Lovely to meet you. I am Mansa, your host. He bows deeply before you, Ploopploopleen.
Never had this kind of respect. This is great.
What are you talking about?
Accept the bow.
Right
Quick,
there.
quick. Accept the bow.
Did you not like my bow, my lord?
It is not often Bodkali holds host to a god.
Wait a minute. Aren't you holding host to another god as we speak?
You know, as you mention it, we are now up to 2. You know, a few weeks ago, no gods. Now I'm rife with them. Come, cousin. We have much to discuss.
Cousin?
Cousin.
Oh, well, I suppose. Well, let me just explain very quickly. I was created by your hateful Uncle Strife, so technically, we are kin.
He's got a point. That does make him your...
Yeah, I mean, no, it does. It just... Do you talk to your dad?
No! Oh. He hates me. He actually wishes to murder me. You know, they do say the enemy of my enemy is my cousin, so technically, we're on the up and up, cuz. I'm terribly excited to be hosting this party. Can I get a perception check as you guys are taking in this giant, splendid palace room?
7?
23.
13.
Keep my eye on Myra.
21.
Okay. Ploopploopleen and Tooluuga, you're still a little on edge. Sometimes things seem a little too good to be true, and they are. You can see as Mansa skips his way back up to his throne and goes to sit down. He's surrounded by several smaller thrones, and what I think you notice immediately is a large golden dragon that is sleeping in this big pile of treasure behind his throne. Ignore my wife. She loves to lay about. We just cleaned the hoard, so she's napping now. But let me introduce you to my husband. He turns to his left, and you can see that sitting next to him is this like tall, thin, sort of handsome humanoid man, but he is definitely insectoid in nature. He has long, kind of tall, bendy protrusions coming out of his head, much like little antennae. You can see he's very finely dressed. He has like a nice silk shirt, but he does have 4 pairs of arms here. And he's drinking wine with one hand. And next to him, there is just a regular human man, looks like a commoner, sitting next to him. And this insectoid man is kind of twirling his hair. And that is my husband's boyfriend, Greg. Me and Greg don't get along. No need to get into it.
Is it normal in
Do you
your
wanna
culture
talk
to
about
have
it?
multiple partners?
Daddy.
I've been here so long, you see, that, well, initially I wanted to take a paramour, this lovely dragon. But my husband then decided that he could get Greg, so, here we are. It's messy, and I don't want to talk about it.
Well, what if we did?
Polygamist.
Can I do an insight check on what's his name again?
Greg?
Mansa the Golden.
Mansa, yeah.
Please, I'd love a round of insight checks.
Can mine be on Greg?
Sure, please.
3.
Okay.
23 insight on Mansa.
All right.
15 on Mansa.
Okay. Mansa seems to not like Greg. That is very clear. You can see that he is trying to almost like catch the attention of his husband. Shumak, we're hosting a god. Maybe pay attention a bit. I am sorry, darling. I was just getting lost in Greg's eyes. No. Cool.
What does this Greg do?
Well, Greg, what do you do, Greg? You can see that Mansa's eyes narrow on Greg. Oh, hi. I'm Greg. I work at the stable.
That's it?
Horse stable?
He is lovely and caring to the beasts. He is a beautiful, beautiful man.
I mean, his eyes don't look that great.
Thank you!
Yeah, pretty average.
Someone
Mine.
gets it.
I've never seen a bull with no horns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You must be Glebnor! My diviners have told me all about you all before you arrived. You are a bit early, but that is fine. I'm almost done all the preparations for the grand party, and I'm very excited to be holding host to you, cousin.
I'm happy to be here. We like to go on our own schedule. Those diviners, they can't figure us out.
We're a wild card.
Can you guys make quick perception checks for me?
8.
19.
7.
14.
Glebnor, you see his eyeline crosses over to the drow witch that brought you in. She kind of has taken down her veil. Beautiful, angular elven features, deep purple skin.
It's like a Porygon.
Yeah, like a Porygon. You absolute psycho.
You said deep angular features. You tell me Porygon doesn't have angular features?
So well defined.
Phaedra, it appears that your divinations were off yet again. I'm sorry, my lord. You see, Phaedra bows her head and kind of shuffles to the side. And you can see in this moment, it seems to be that Lorenz thinks that this is clearly the time for him to step in. Lorenz steps forward. Your Excellency, I was actually the one to discover your cousin and all of his strange friends.
I don't know about discover.
I led them to the gate.
You followed us.
Yeah, you actually
You followed us.
You followed.
We were walking a little bit ahead of you. You were floating
you were
above
behind
us.
us.
You were, we kind of
You're like a
walked you
balloon, if
there.
anything. I was holding.
Clearly, your cousin is very dehydrated. Can we get these guys some waters? They must be parched because they're talking crazy.
Water,
right now.
you say?
You can see a pair of drow attendants do come from the side that each hand you little goblets.
Oh, thank you.
Where's Lorenzo's water?
He doesn't get water.
And do an
What the heck? I
investigation
don't get
check
a
on this
water?
water.
Or go ahead and make an investigation
I already
check
downed the
for me.
water. I'm not even checking.
No, Lord.
Can I throw my water on Lorenz?
Hey, that's not nice.
That's an 18.
Someone's gonna have to mop that. It's not gonna be me, mister. Standard water. Nothing going on here.
Glug glug.
Yeah.
Down the hatch.
You guys have been out in the desert for days, so it is cool, refreshing water. And you do look around the inside of this palace. You would not know that you were in the middle of an arid hellscape desert. There's beautiful waterfall decor coming down off the side of this giant palace. As you guys look up, you can see that there are many wizards and courtly nobles that are looking down and kind of trying to get eyes at this god Ploopploopleen who has finally arrived.
Is there anywhere to sit, like a bench, a chair, or like a bunch of pillows, something?
Yeah, you can see. It looks like my cousin needs to rest his weary bones. Bones! And you see Mansa claps and a couple of skeleton guards shuffle out from the side of this chamber, and the skeletons get down sort of on all fours and twist and bend and make a little chair for you to sit in.
Is this Bruno?
Yeah, it's
you got,
very
like-
Bruno style, but with bones.
You got a cushion or something?
A cushion for my cousin! You can see there's a young wizard noble at the side who grabs a cushion off of a chair and runs over and puts it on this weird bones. My lord? And then floats back away.
No magic for the cushion?
I'm gonna
This is a god we're talking about here.
I'm gonna sit down and then just to the bones. You should unionize.
Make a
God.
deception or stealth check.
It's a nat 20 stealth check
God.
for a 28.
Oh, Ren's not going to like that.
The bone looks up at you. No one else catches this moment between you and this bone chair. The seeds of revolution.
Is he a believer now?
You can add one skeleton to your belief count. He doesn't have a soul or spirit, so he doesn't count for anything, but yeah, that
follower.
one bone chair is wicked into Bleebly now.
Does he become a slightly better
1406.
chair?
Yeah, can't they just undo him with a spell?
Yes.
Not if they unionize.
But they could just undo them all.
That
Yeah,
goes
but
against
it's
the
gonna,
union.
it's gonna ruin a lot of Lorenzo's work. So
Speaking of my work, they did bring a bone wave with them, which
we did not bring it with us. It was chasing us.
Yeah,
Get-
it was
We
actually
actually
after us.
saved
Lorenzo, you need to get things correct here if you're going to be speaking to Mansa here. You know, you can't just be blurting out anything that you want.
Yes,
finally someone gets it.
he says he
Mansa.
owns the canyon that the bone wave was.
Yeah, he says it's his
I
canyon.
never said nothing about owning no canyons. I just said that, it was kind of
You
in
said
a
it was
broader sense.
You literally said, and I quote, "My canyon."
That's what he said.
Yeah, you did say that.
Did you guys hear that? I think someone's calling for me. I gotta go. Get out of here! You're what's the word? I don't want to be too extreme here on our dear necromancer. You're banished to the hallway, the auxiliary hallway. See, Lorenzo's like, oh, what the heck? He walks over. He's just standing in a hallway just outside the palace.
He gets no catnip today.
Wow, Bleebly. Yeah, right when they said you are a straight shooter. So, I don't want to...
Question?
Yes!
You're a devil, right?
Yes!
Nothing. I thought there was like an anti-devil barrier around it. I'm just, you gotta... my surprise to see such a gilded king be a devil. Sorry, a devil.
It's a kind of a complicated situation, but I will do my best to explain. It is true, as you've probably noticed, the Abjuration Wizards in Badkali are the best in the entire world. They created this place to keep out devils and demons. Our wards and seals are incredibly powerful, but they do come with a small problem where I'm not exactly trapped here, but if I want to enjoy my beautiful palace and all of my gold and the wealth of knowledge I've collected over the years, I do have to stay here. And I am quite afraid of your uncle and my creator. So for me, it's been fine. I am a man of art and science and leisure. So for me, I get to hang out here and... really no need to leave.
I mean, I get that. If he's trying to kill you, you don't want to leave to be in a vulnerable area.
Plus, I couldn't give up my beautiful wife, Gilda.
So is it like the case where if you leave, it's like a beacon, and then he just squashes you?
He would know where I was pretty much immediately.
So it's a prison of your own making.
Yes, it's wasn't. It is quite literally a prison of my own making. It
could be worse.
A very comfortable cage.
Yeah.
What if you took one of those teleportation rings somewhere else in the world? Would he still be able to find you?
He probably would if it was within Magria. Then yes.
Question.
And yes.
What if you just teleported the whole city?
That's a bit above my pay grade.
But, I mean, you got a lot of magic people.
I do have quite a few wizards in my city. The nerds, look at them. he grabs a little bit of popcorn and kind of throws it up at the balcony as the wizards all kind of shy away. It's not a contentious relationship, but, they are kind of annoying. They're always kind of hovering. Look at them. They're hovering right now. Stop hovering! And you see literal hovering drow mages float down and land on the palace floor.
Well, you must have run out of things to entertain yourself after all this time.
Yeah, I am sort of kind of winding down. There's new magic being made every day in my fair city. You see, your uncle created me to spread greed through his new world when he became, the god of death. But I find that the thing that mortals are most greedy for is knowledge. So...
Hey, you're right.
Really?
Well, I mean, I need a lot of it right now.
Yeah, but I mean, are you looking for knowledge? Are you looking for money? What are you looking for, Glebnor?
Daddy's approval.
See,
Son, you
that's
always
not
have that. I hug my son.
something I definitely will not be attaining.
I
in this
hug the
life.
king. It's all right. It's all right.
Hello.
It's all right.
Okay,
Let it out. It's all right.
He's great at these.
You don't have to prove your dad anything.
I'm going to come in
Look
for the
at
hug,
you.
too.
Okay,
You're golden.
You're all hugging me. Everyone is...
You're a strong man. Look at yourself. You got a wife, a husband, and a
Greg.
They're
big huggers.
I lean in when I say and a Greg. I could sort that out for you.
We'll talk later.
All right. I wink at him.
Well, this has been a fun meeting. I'm sorry that the palace looks so run down. I promise I have so much planned for your visit to the city.
Run down. This looks great.
I have a question.
Son first.
Please, I'll answer as many questions as I can.
Can we help our young friend Mira here?
Oh.
She's got night terrors.
Hi. I do have night terrors. You can see that the drow diviner who led you in here, Phaedra, she kind of perks up. Yes, Lord Mansa. I was informed that this small child is seeing prophetic visions. We were planning on taking her to the divination tower to talk to the star druids there. Maybe we could find the source of this terrible curse she seems to be under. Of course, whatever nerd stuff you gotta do, that's fine, I'm sorry, I personally don't know anything about prophetic dreams. More of a man of art. Would you like to see a painting that I just recently did?
Sure,
Wait, you did it?
Yes.
I'd love to.
I'd love to see it.
Schumacher hates it, but I think it really highlights my skills. He gets up and he motions to you guys to follow him as he leads you into his palace on what appears to be some kind of strange tour. Come, cousin, I have much to show you. I've been here for centuries, so I have acquired so many fun things, bits of magic, but here is the first piece. Can you guys make some perception checks? He leads you to this very large painting.
10.
23.
15.
22.
Okay, what you see on this beautiful mural, it is a painting of Mansa nude, riding on the back of his dragon wife. And in the painting, his beautiful dragon wife Gilda is ripping Greg apart with her claws. And there's really just these beautiful splashes of red all over the painting. I went a little extra on the blood, but
it shows. This is beautiful.
It works though. I like it.
How good is this painting?
it's pretty good. He's definitely actually gotten good at art.
He's actually a good painter.
Yeah, this looks very much
it's not like stick figures.
No, it's pretty nice.
I appreciate the violence.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Have you thought about opening like an art museum? You're really good. Really, you could ship these works out to other museums.
Make sure you sign it before you do that, though.
You're all too kind.
No,
You're
that
buttering up the old
is
king.
really good. I don't think you understand.
Why don't you have like a art museum and then have an exhibit every so often to display your new work?
Greg would hate it.
And you could run some
and that's
money.
a plus.
Yeah, do you have a crooked appraiser? We could really get this going.
You can open a new college branch, College of Arts.
College of Arts. I mean, there are many, many colleges inside the city.
There's one
Is one of them
dedicated to
arts?
art.
We don't have an art college yet, no.
You could be the first instructor for it. You could have a protege.
You guys are just a bunch of good idea machines. All right, let's take a quick roundabout.
Hold on, snack time. I whip out my bag. Who wants a taco?
Ooh, me.
I'll just take a glizzy out of the duffel bag.
Okay, here you go. I whip a I happy Gilmore throw the glizzy into your mouth.
Gonna do a performance check.
Yeah, let's see
if I
how
catch
good
it in
that
my
looks.
mouth.
Gotta try one of these tacos, Myra.
All right, Myra, Glebnor, one for the king, obviously.
That's a
course.
3. It just smacks me in the face.
Unbelievable. Yeah, wet taco hits you in the side of the head.
All right, that's 5 tacos. Let's see.
And I will say you can
got
see...
3 good ones, 2 bad.
okay.
One's
How
a
you-
nat 1.
Oh, boy.
The best one's an 18.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's going to the king.
Oh, yeah.
As you hand...
Myra.
Myro, get the 13.
Okay.
As you hand this like delicious pulled pork taco to the king, just a moment. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but I have these guys for a reason.
Checking for poison?
You can see a human man walks up. He does have like kind of a pot belly, and he grabs it, takes a bite. It's delicious, my king. Hands it back. Just wait a minute to see if you die. Yeah, looking good. All right. Takes a bite. Delicious. The diviners didn't tell me about you be bringing delicious treats into my fair palace.
They have quite an enterprise of businesses.
Yeah, we're running a taqueria.
I could smell the greed on you when you came in. I love a good entrepreneur.
He's not green for nothing.
You're quite funny, Elf.
Why, thank you. My lord, I kind of like this king.
He's great.
He leads you through these alabaster beautiful halls. He stops at the end of one and goes, "Ha! I think Tooluuga, you might like this wing the best. It is my menagerie." Out of nowhere, I need you all to make animal handling
Is there
checks
a
real
giant
quick.
elk and a giant owl and a giant... Is Doug in?
I need just a bunch of animal handling checks.
It's a nat 20 animal handling for a 24.
Damn it.
Nat 1.
3.
It's a 9.
Okay, Bleely, you are not caught unawares, and I think what actually happens is the king picks you up as what is about to happen happens. A troop of war ostriches run from an adjacent hallway and lift you all up onto their backs.
Whoa!
Bleely, you're riding side saddle on this big war ostrich. It is adorned in like crazy golden jewels that are definitely weighing it down. All of these birds are running completely rickshaw and insane. Anyone that got below a 10, you're getting roughed up a little bit as these things are really jostling you quite. It's more fun to see the menagerie on top of a bird, I've always said. And he
Who told you
runs
that?
into this strange indoor zoo. Can I get some perception checks?
Dirty 20.
10.
Let's go, Wallabies.
15.
26.
Okay, really high rolls for something so stupid.
No, I might be able to get one of these. And then awaken it.
Oh, my lord.
Did you get the charges?
Yes.
Nice. That really impressive.
All right. I'm so sorry. Can I get the highest roll there? What was that?
26.
26. You walk into this massive indoor garden. There is, I mean, if you didn't know you were in a building, you would believe you were outside in pastoral fields. But there are a series of large, ornate, gilded cages across this big, giant garden. But the center of this, outdoor, almost like an arboretum, there's these massive trees that are grown inside the palace. You see that a small wooden boat floats up, and as you go to get in, you can see in the water, there's a massive glass alligator kind of creeping through the water. That was incredibly hard to get.
He's glass?
Yes. Crystal clear.
What?
Yes, initially we did procure 3 of them, but it was...
They shatter.
How does...
They shatter so
Yeah.
easily.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
a very...
How would one creature breed?
It's slow.
I'd
It's
imagine
very
it'd have
slow.
to be with glass.
A lot of weird hip stuff going on. Trust me, the death roll was not very impressive.
Is it even really a roll? Is it
It's more like
like a flop?
It's a bit of a flop. Either way, the glass alligators were Greg's idea, so really this is
wonder
on
they're
him. And this. So
terrible.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Tooluuga.
Seems not very functional.
All right, everyone in. Grab a paddle.
What if it breaks in the water and then you try and swim in there and get cut up all by the glass?
This was something mentioned to Greg at the planning meeting.
Greg sounds like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Why is he in charge of the stables?
He's not even in charge of the stables.
He's just a stable boy.
He's a stable boy.
You know,
I don't know why Schumacher is so smitten.
we could really take
He
care
has
of
so
Greg
much
for you.
sway then. Why?
What Greg says goes lately. I don't want to get into
I'm
it.
sorry.
What it-
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna like grab Tooluuga and like can I get a quick sidebar? Just side.
Ah, a sidebar. The diviners told me to be needing these frequently.
Oh, yes.
I suppose I'll paddle. And he grabs the paddle, just slowly pushing through the water. As you guys are on just like a Wonka-style weird trip with this
Wonka.
king, as he's bringing you through this strange menagerie. You look up and there are these bizarre birds fluttering through the air.
Can I-
These beautiful birds of paradise are landing in all of these strange trees.
Can I do a perception check for Oompa Loompas?
Yeah, one real quick. Yeah.
I'm gonna take you aside while
13.
for the sidebar and just be like, do you think Greg's got mind control abilities? What if he's like a plant from Krizik?
We could totally kill Greg.
Yeah. And it'd put us in even better good graces with
I mean, I already offered him to take care of Greg. As I try to wink, but I can't, so I just lean my head towards you.
With a 13, Glebnor, you look on the shores of this strange little field, and it looks like halfling skeletons are running around, and they're picking up after these strange creatures. You notice that there's what appears to be a large dog-sized elephant. Like a mini elephant, is just shitting a massive pile while these little halfling skeletons scoop it up and put it into a barrel and are trying to drag it away. Ignore the halfling skeletons.
Why are they orange?
We paint them for fun.
That is fun. Okay,
It's fun,
carry on.
yeah.
I mean, do you want a halfling skeleton creeping up on you? It's nice if they're nice flashy colors so I know where they'll be.
You know, it's also helps with the hazards. You know, you could see them before they're there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Skeletons are in short supply these days. I'm sure you've noticed that the rules of death have been altered inside Magria.
Well,
Used to be plenty of skeletons, and now everyone's turning into coins.
you have plenty of bones now in that
I know.
canyon.
Yeah, we filled it with
There's
bones
so
for you.
many bones.
I'm terribly sorry about Lorenz. He's one of the nerdiest of the wizards.
He does seem nerdy.
I noticed.
Listen, if I mentioned hovering earlier, he is a hoverer. He's always kind of there.
It was quite insulting to my god. I did not like that whatsoever.
Extremely
You
insulting.
guys make some perception checks real quick?
Are we about to get Lorenz killed?
Dirty 20.
21.
13.
25.
With the 20 and the 25, you notice that Lorenz is in a bush, watching you guys kind of sail through this magical little riverbed here. He's just I heard he's cool actually. Kind of ducks into the bush.
Is he disobeying the king's orders? I thought he was banished to the hall.
You were banished to the auxiliary hall!
Shut up!
Also, he hasn't showered at all. He smells so bad.
Lorenz, get out of here! Get out of here, Lorenz!
Yeah, you smell like fancy feast and farts.
It's nice to have someone to bully the wizards with. Typically, they get all up and uppity when I got to make fun of them. You know, I tripped an illusionist last week, and he's still being weird about it. I mean, come on. It was funny!
That's kind of impressive. So you tripped the guy who does illusions?
Yes.
It's the same with the
Remember
high
the guy
elves.
who's floating.
It's the same with the high elves in
Yeah,
my
also,
country.
how do you trip someone who floats? You gotta put your leg way up there?
I hit him with a stick. Full on.
Did
Got
he fall
him.
down some stairs?
Oh, yes, he did.
How many?
It was at least a flight or two.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Sure, he landed on his feet.
Anywho, the
hope he didn't.
menagerie.
Yeah.
The boat
So what's
lands
the
on.
freakiest thing you got here?
I was hoping you would ask. The boat lands on the shore at the opposite end of this magical park. He lets you all out and he's like, come, come, come. I have a big boulette.
A boulette?
A boulette.
I've heard tale of boulettes.
He brings you over to, it appears to be a cage that is sort of cut into the ground. You can walk up to it, but you have to kind of like look down into this long chamber. These big bitey motherfuckers, they're all over the Underdark.
Language, my son! He's 2!
I'm sorry, and the young Myra, my mistake. I was just a bit excited.
I can understand the excitement. Look at these guys!
Underdark.
A lot of excitement over these bullets.
It is this like large, it has sort of like the head.
Would it be Boule?
Boulet?
That is how Schumach pronounces it, but to each their own.
What, bullet or boulet?
Boulet, boula, boobity boobity.
Which one does Greg hate the most?
I don't let Greg inside the menagerie.
Okay, but I want to pronounce it in a way that will piss him off.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
Like, what if I bullet?
Well, I hated that, so there's no way Greg's gonna like it. It's just so nice having some ruffians about. When I heard that there was a rogue god in the south coming to visit, I got a bit nervous.
Well, we're very reactionary.
Yeah.
So you put a good foot forward.
You can see that this Boule, this massive underdark beast, it almost has the head of like a giant lizard-like shark. It really is like mostly jaws in a mouth as it slams at the cage wall. In the Underdark, they burst out of holes and kill people left and right.
Oh, what's that thing that we found in the Underdark? That was that rock that slowly yelled and moved at us.
Roper?
Yeah, the
Mr.
Roper.
A slowly yelling rock. Oh, that is right up my menagerie alley.
You know, it might be in...
It could be on its way, actually.
Yeah. It was
It could
chasing
be in
us.
Brindini by now.
I'm pretty sure I passed it on my way to meet up with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
was still yelling.
So give it like a month.
no,
and it
it's
might
got to be more.
2 months?
Nah, probably 2.
Give it a couple months. He might be making his way by here.
I'll tell the gods.
Plan on that meeting.
Over here, there's my giant sloth.
Ooh.
Now it's
How giant?
you look and there is like a 20-foot tall enclosure on this side of the park. And I need you all to make perception checks, but make them at disadvantage because this creature is moving so slowly, it's almost imperceivable to the naked eye.
I got a nat 20. So I got an 18.
I got a nat 20 as well, but it's I got the 15 for the second one.
I got a 9.
I got an 8.
Tooluuga and Glebnor, you're staring into this like jungle enclosure that is inside of this cage. You don't see anything.
What the?
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
You have to get real close. But Ploopploopleen and Aerendir, you kind of like put your heads like through the bars to look. You can see that moving at the slowest pace you maybe have ever seen is an 18-foot tall sloth. It has matted, mossy fur, long claws, and it's just really slowly moving to look toward Tooluuga.
I don't see anything, guys. Where is it?
No, there's nothing in there. There's
I'm
nothing
gonna-
you need to talk
I'm going
to.
to grab
There's nothing-
Tooluuga's head and angle it and then just point.
Oh, hey there, big guy.
He doesn't need to talk to it.
Can I see
It's
now?
okay.
Yeah, you notice it now as it's pointed out.
I have an idea.
What?
King Mansa,
Yes.
when the Roper does get here,
Uh-huh.
you can race it with this big sloth and sell tickets.
You are an entrepreneur.
My son's full of great ideas.
A wonderful idea.
Yeah.
And you can see that this giant sloth
Slow
is
race.
just staring into your soul, Tooluuga.
I stare back. Hey. How's it going?
Going.
Does he treat you all right in here? You got enough space?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, everyone says fine when they aren't. Do you mean it?
I mean, it's not the jungle, you know?
True. It would take us a while to get you to one, though. You know, it's a desert out here.
Yeah.
But,
I'm good.
Is he treating you all right?
Yeah.
Not abusive?
No.
Got enough water?
Yeah.
All right. You just miss the outdoors.
Who wouldn't?
Daddy,
You know, understandable.
Daddy, how many toes does he have?
My son wants to know how many toes you have.
1,
Just the one big one.
2,
Oh, the 2 big ones.
3,
He's got 3 big ones.
3-toed sloth.
3.5.
What?
You didn't hear the half.
This is kind of a nub.
Okay, he's got like 3.5, but the
That's-
half is a nub.
That's so weird. Tell him not to mistake his own arm for a branch.
Hey, don't mistake your own arm for a branch, big guy, all right?
Oh, man.
Be ever vigilant.
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
So no problem for these guys.
Anything I could do for you before
See,
we...
Mansa's like, don't talk to the sloth.
Why?
You'll never leave.
I was gonna say.
You get locked into a conversation with that thing.
Yes.
That's your whole night.
Yeah, but he's so good at talking.
We have a lot of Menagerie to see.
All right, well, I want to go back to the bullet.
Tooluuga likes to talk to the animals quite a bit.
Hey, just because you can't talk to Dougie or Mike,
We never get any useful information.
Who the
about
hell
them
is Dougie?
the eagle.
that we've never met
Okay.
and hasn't helped us?
How have things been? I feel like I kind of
They've
just
been
threw you
great.
into a menagerie. Is everyone cool? Is everyone enjoying the menage?
I would
love
like,
it.
It's nice.
I would
like
like
it.
to seek out some entertainment in the city.
Before I leave, I
sure.
asked the sloth's name.
Hey,
Hey, what's your name, big guy?
Carl.
Carl, it's a good name. My name's Tooluuga.
Tight.
Tight. Dab me up?
All right. Slowly.
Slowly.
Ever so slowly.
All this happened, I'm getting directions from Mansa.
Well, there's plenty of fun places to see in Bad Kali. The Mirage City. I like saying the whole name.
Is that like an entertainment district or?
Well, yes, actually, I was
I
sort
could
of
go for some
hoping,
ale. It's been a while since I've had ale.
I have plans for entertainment tonight, so don't even worry about it. It'll be very entertaining.
But can we?
No. We'll do my thing first, and then,
Can we leave?
why would you want to?
Just the palace.
through the menagerie.
Just
Make
turn
an insight
to-
check real quick. Yeah.
Didn't like that. That was a nat 1 for a 2.
There's so much more menagerie to see.
Can I go back to the bullet? Sorry, the
We're
bullet.
past the bullet.
I want to talk to the bullet.
I suppose, Tooluuga, if you must talk to the bullet, we can go on through the rest of the menagerie.
All right, cool. I'll be here with the bullet.
All right. Now, this is like a very big cow. He leads the
Wait,
rest
what?
of the room. He leads the rest of the gang over to this like circular
Get
sort
his
of
milk.
pen. You want to go talk to the
I
bullet?
want to talk to the bullet.
Get his milk.
His milk is not going to be good.
Sorry, her milk. Or his. We could breed them.
Aerendir, sidebar.
All right. I can sidebar?
What languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't. Sorry.
Over with the boulet, this massive, like, it's just like a set of jaws basically biting on the side of this cage.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Fine, I guess.
Yeah. You all right?
Hungry, I can eat you.
Does he not feed you enough?
No, I eat plenty, but I want more.
Okay. But
I
like,
love biting.
I could tell. I could tell. Hey, if we spring you out of here at some point in time in the near future,
Yeah, do that, yeah.
are we going to be cool? Or are you going to try and eat me?
No. I'm not gonna eat you. Because for some reason you seem fine, but man, I'm gonna eat your friends.
Well, not my friends, but what if there's a big dragon that could be a nice chew toy?
I'm seeing a couple guys on a side of Jello over there, so yeah, I'm gonna eat them first.
You sure?
Yeah,
They aren't very filling.
Oh, I'm gonna bite them. Oh, I want to bite
no,
them.
you're not. No, I
wanna
bop
bite
him on the nose.
Hey, fine.
Bat. All right, I just how's the king treat you here?
It's fine. He comes and looks at us and shows us around.
That's it. It doesn't look like you got a lot of space.
My dick! This beast roils back, digs into its enclosure. You can hear it tunneling into the earth and then finally hitting a metal bottom.
But imagine if you never reached the bottom.
Yeah, I was living my life before the Underdark. It was awesome. Travelers would walk by, women and children. I would eat them.
You know, that's circle of life. I can't judge you on that.
Yeah. Kid bones, man. They get stuck right up in the fang. You know what I'm talking about.
You know, as a fish that eats fish, I understand.
Yep. Yeah, man, if you let me out of here, I'm going to eat so many people.
You know what? I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, let me out. Let me out of your friends. And then,
What's your name?
Fuck.
Your name is fuck.
To the PH.
Oh, fuck with the
Yeah.
PH.
People see me coming, they're like, fuck.
Oh, they guess your name right
They
away.
got it right away. Yeah. Oh man, I mean, I'll eat you, but I'm not gonna. I'm over the cage.
Hold on. Here, take one of these. I side look to make sure no one's like watching, and I'm gonna pull out a taco.
Okay.
Can we do
Is there a don't feed the boule sign?
perception?
A huge don't feed the boule sign is directly above it. You guys can make some perception checks if you would like to make a stealth check, Tooluuga.
They're off by the big cow.
Yeah, I'm not paying
That
attention
one,
to
I'm
Tooluuga.
on the cow.
Dirty 20.
You're in like high alert right now, Aerendir.
It's 8.
It seems like something. This is just doesn't seem like a particularly safe place you guys have found yourselves in.
Yep.
You also, with that higher perception, notice that even though the king is taking you on this tour alone, there are skeletal guards all over this place, and there are wizards floating through this massive menagerie that seem to be keeping a very close eye on you if you guys decide you're going to try to kill the king or anything absurd like that. But as you look back, you can see that Tooluuga is handing tacos into the cage and feeding the boule.
And then I want to feed them the last of the vulture meat.
Oh yeah, it's bird.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, like bird.
Yeah, that's vulture.
Yeah.
You know where you can get more of that? I heard there's a king. There's a vulture lord king.
Yeah.
And he just shits those guys out.
Is he underground?
You could probably go underground and then rocket yourself up at him.
Awesome. Yeah, let me go. I'll kill a bunch of people and then I'll do it.
Well, do that first, because, that bird is so much more than a person.
No. You're trying to get in my head. I'm going to kill civilians and innocent people first. I love innocent people.
I would like to whisper to Bleebly.
Sidebar.
I can't sidebar with him. I only speak common and Elvish.
But when you say sidebar, you
People plug their ears.
You think these wizards are respecting that?
just
they
yell it.
should.
No. I'm just gonna whisper to him.
Sure.
As quietly as I can.
Of course.
My lord. First of all, I think we have a bone crab situation going on with Tooluuga right now. And
There's more bone crabs?
similar, where he just fed one of the rabid animals in a cage, the boule.
That's what do we get? We can't stop him.
Okay, just want to let you know.
Okay.
And second of all, I am sensing quite a bit of apprehension and anxiety in this room.
From who? I mean, I feel great.
There's skeletal warriors and wizards about that are keeping an eye on our movements, and I don't believe they want us to leave.
I mean, they got to keep an eye on us. It's the king. What if we tried to kill him?
I don't think they want us to leave.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about us. And then I'm gonna pick up one of the oars and throw it at one of the wizards and say, "Mansa, look at this!" and try and trip him out of the air.
Get that nerd! Get him! Make like a ranged attack of some kind. You huck an oar at like a floating evoker.
I guess, they're so far away now.
24.
You huck an oar at this like sort of like floating human wizard who is kind of behind you. He's like, oh! You ding him in the head. He immediately drops the fly spell, lands in the water, and then you just hear the sounds of a glass alligator just eating this wizard. Cousin, you've killed that man.
Well, he shouldn't have been standing there.
You're gonna get along great in Bad Calais.
I nervous laugh. Yes.
They're laughing out.
Quite entertaining.
I want to check to see now my surroundings of are they trying to keep us here? Or are they, actually being nice?
You can make an insight check.
It's a 27.
There's definitely a vibe that you were on a tour that you're not supposed to leave.
We are part of the Ménagerie now.
I would also you get the sense that Mansa is very enamored with Bleebly, but you're getting real distrusting glances from the wizards in this city. I think you realize pretty quickly that the king of this city is definitely in control, but the wizards don't particularly trust him. And also, they definitely maybe don't trust a gun-wielding demigod from the south who has just arrived at their doors in the middle of a war.
True God.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to try and catch up now.
Yeah, you catch up to the group.
Also, Luga's legging it. Can I check in on Myra? See how
Yeah,
she's
sure.
holding up, enjoying the menage.
Myra's staring into the water. It's like, whoa. Ugh.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Sometimes people die around us, like, horrifically, but,
It's fine. This is a fun tour.
right? Okay, so far, the animals are cool, right?
I was a little worried about the witches and the scary wizards, but Mansa seems nice.
Yeah, right. Okay, good. We're on the same page.
Same
I
page.
think.
Yeah. Awesome.
We're gonna get out of here and get you to that college, though, because
Yeah, the horrible
terrors.
dreams. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, it's not that it's like getting that late, but eventually I'd have to go to bed tonight. So.
I know. Yeah. We gotta get this solved before bedtime.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that wizard lady or the witch lady. Maybe she can help.
All right. You tired?
I'm enjoying the tour.
Okay. You want to ride though?
Yes.
All right.
She jumps on your back, Glebnor, and as you walk through these strange gardens, I see Mansa points to a giraffe.
Just a regular giraffe,
Regular giraffe.
like Sarin.
Nice neck.
This is just a weird-looking animal. I can't. I mean, look at it. It's dumb. Its neck is way too long. It doesn't seem to have any magical properties.
Why is its head so small?
Don't know. It's like a deer, but wrong and stretched. Yes, Tooluuga, question.
Where's your
Dan.
bathroom?
Oh, we will do the bathroom break at the end of the tour.
I gotta go.
No. You don't want to wait. Make them wait.
I whip out the kazoo.
see.
I gotta go.
You see those cheeks? I mean,
Just because they're. It's all show. There's no holding power.
I suppose. Skeleton, bring Tooluuga to the lavatory.
Myra, you have to go, son.
I could go.
Yeah, the kids' bladders. You gotta.
Yeah.
If we're all going, I have to go too. All right. Mansa walks you guys over to this beautiful porcelain bathroom. Really intricate blue and white tile on the floor. All right, we'll go one at a time. Tooluuga, go ahead. I'll be listening. I'm kidding. I won't be.
Okay. I do like a motion of like I hold the kazoo out a little bit, like,
oh boy.
and then I go in.
I would like to inspect the porcelain room for thieves' cant.
Okay. You can make a investigation or perception check.
I play the shit kazoo.
Okay.
I didn't even give us time to like prepare for that.
Am I perceiving?
I held it out. You should have known.
Am I perceiving it with a 16?
You can see that you're in this like large, pretty ornate bathroom on the side of the menagerie. There is
Scribbled
one
anything on
stall.
the stall walls.
You do not. There's no graffiti
Not
in the
yet.
palace. But you can hear the sound of a kazoo coming from inside the bathroom stall.
mirror. Block your ears.
Yep, sure. Puts her ears up.
I stuff, a tatter of my clothing into my ears.
Is this the new fashion? What's everyone doing?
Block your ears.
What?
No, nothing's going on.
All right, Tooluuga, what is your plan for making Mansa shit himself? What are we doing here? What's the goal?
The tour to end,
Okay.
and that we skitter on out of here.
Okay.
That's
The
a
old
18
shit skid.
performance.
Well, you're in the bathroom and you hear it, so you have a great shit because you
Yeah,
are sitting
yeah.
on the toilet.
I mean, I'm already prepped and ready to go.
He's not even trying to stop it.
You see, Mansa was a little late on the draw to block his ears. And then Tooluuga, you hear banging on the door. I'm up next! It's my turn! So, if you could just, if you could get out of there, because I'm wearing my nice tunic,
Okay,
and I don't
hold
want
on. I'm just finishing up.
to, please, if you could just,
All
because
right. Yeah.
there's not a lot
Just
to
washing
catch
my hands.
on my end of the,
Just wash my hands.
No, you don't need to, it's fine.
All right, I gotta sing the birthday song.
We have mages for prestidigitation. They will handle all that. If you could just...
And I'm out of here.
Okay, thank you. He grabs you, Tooluuga, throws you out. You can hear King Mansa, the Gilded Devil, the Golden King, have a truly horrible bowel movement inside of
I look at the
this
guys. I'm
little
like,
bathroom.
go.
How many of
Yeah,
the
with the skeleton?
wizards shit themselves and left?
That's a great question. Someone roll a d4.
Okay, 1.
Okay. One wizard comes out of invisibility and shits himself. Ah! I gotta go.
Yeah, you're going.
I gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go too.
This like balding human man clearly was a wizard in invisibility following you guys on the tour, has come out of invisibility, clearly shit himself, and is now running toward the Ménagerie exit.
I'm gonna write a note that says, we'll be back, and then tape it to the the door of the bathroom and then follow Tooluuga.
Where'd you guys like to go? What are you
Out of the
doing?
castle. I want to find
Diamondback bar.
the divinators.
Oh yeah, we gotta drop off Mira.
Okay.
Not drop off. We gotta go
Yeah,
with.
we gotta stay with her.
You-
Definitely.
or find some wizard that because you're telling me that they don't like the
do they
king.
have
They got like a head of security
do they have
wizard.
like school uniforms for whichever college they're from?
I could definitely say that you do see there are patches on all the different wizards that kind of denote what school they're from. I also totally forgot Reggie's still with you
Yeah,
guys.
I was gonna say, does he have transportation door or what?
He has
was it called?
Dimension Door.
Dimension door. That's
So
right.
only
he can
take
take
one
one
person
person,
at a time.
with him. So Reggie's like, what's the plan, guys? Are we trying to get out of here?
We gotta find the divinator, the Porygon-faced people.
Is the king going to be mad?
No.
No, I left him a note.
Yeah.
Yeah, always
Okay.
leave a note.
Everyone's just pooping.
Okay. I don't have to.
The king's just straight shitting.
That's okay.
All right. So we're abandoning the Menagerie tour and just trying to get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
Well, we gotta
help
get
Mira.
we gotta help her.
Yeah.
Amir looks up at you guys and is like, okay. All right. Let me get some survival checks as you guys try to navigate your way out of the Menagerie and leave the palace.
18.
Now 1 for 5.
14.
What was the highest one? I'm sorry.
18.
Okay. With an 18, Theo, you kind of run across the park with your little group of friends here. You make your way to the large kind of vaulted door that you came through. And as you run, you can notice that there are some wizards that were kind of pretending to be strolling through the gardens who have now all shot up and are looking at you guys running for the exit and are trying to be casual about the fact that they are floating, trying to catch up to you. They're just floating after you
We
guys.
get it. You're nonchalant.
They're just like trying to be really casual about it.
Guys, come on. I already know you don't like them. Just stop trying to follow me.
And you can see as you kind of like run out the doorway, you run directly into Lorenz, who was hiding behind a vase. Where are you idiots going?
Out of here.
We gotta find the diviners. Show us where it is.
You do not want to get involved with the diviners.
Why?
We need help Myra here.
I
We're going
promised
to
this
get
little
to
girl-
that. He has a whole plan with the tour, and then he has
I grabbed Lorenz
festivities
by the
planned.
collar. Lorenz?
I left him a note.
I think that he would rather you stay in the palace.
Why?
There's still so much to discuss.
What do you know that we don't? I shake him.
We're dealing with you a lot right now.
I shake him.
Okay, please, stop shaking. I can't focus.
I reach in the bag for the jar of deviled eggs.
What the hell is that?
You
It's
don't
not
wanna
good
know.
if you don't answer his questions.
You guys are just arriving
I
at the
grab an egg.
Listen, you've just arrived at a very weird time.
Stop talking,
Can't you
cat.
smell the egg yet?
Listen, the king, he's a little eccentric, but he has no ill will towards you. It's just,
No,
we're just not.
We didn't think he
We
did.
didn't think he had ill will.
Of course not. Why
need
would
to
he?
help our
I
friend.
feed Lorenz one egg.
Oh, it's disgusting. Who would eat these? It's so
Tell me the
wet.
truth.
You've just.
I grab another egg.
The storm callers have just left the city. He's excited to tell you all about it. You're going to ruin his big surprise.
Seems like you ruined it, Lorenz.
Unfortunately, you've been shoving eggs in my mouth.
I shove another one down.
We are in neutral territory, a neutral city, but the storm callers are gone. There's no reason for
Then
you guys
why
to
don't you like the divination people?
It's more of a competition between the necromancers and the diviners.
I throw them down. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm out of here.
They think they're so fancy. They know everything. I don't even know how they know everything. It doesn't make lots of sense. It's just
Just
stars.
point us in their direction. This girl's getting nightmares. She's like 5. I don't know how old she is.
This is what we'll do.
I think she's 8.
To Lorenz, you and me will go back talk to Mansa. You guys go to the diviners and figure out the stuff for Myra.
You okay with that, Aerendir?
I would like to stay with you, my lord.
Okay.
You know, hold on. I got something for this.
You two and
Everybody
Reggie
here-
take her. I'll stay with Aerendir and Lorenz. He'll get us back up there very quickly.
I got something for this. Everyone huddle around. And I pass without trace with the stick.
Okay, you cast pass without trace on yourself.
And me,
Tell Reggie
just
to go
everybody
with
in
them.
the group.
Reggie, you should go with them. Keep an eye on them.
That is probably a very good idea.
Yeah, me, Danny,
Try and keep them
Reggie.
on course, if you know what I mean. No giant
Scooby-Doo
animals.
it.
No giant animals.
Keep the crazy guys less crazy. Okay, I can do it.
You can speak the languages that Tooluuga speaks to animals, right?
No, you can't.
No.
No.
Freaking dorks. You guys not know any spells? This is so embarrassing.
I thought he had comprehend languages.
That works for humanoids, not for animals, unfortunately.
All right, guys, I
have
made
a
us
lot of
all
spells.
extra sneaky, so if you got to get out of there, just dip on out.
Huh?
10-4.
Because I think he's trying to keep something here, and that something is us. I mean, not.
He's particularly fond of my god.
He's eccentric.
As long as he's
who's
I think everything
We're
will be
cousins. We're trying to catch up.
Just if you feel anything's off, just use that. Get out of here.
fine. You got it.
All right,
Okay.
Myra,
All right.
we're out. Let's go.
Lorenz, let's
Peace.
go.
All right, so Lorenz leads Aerendir and Theo back over to the bathroom. You can see coming out of the stall. Oh! I fear that taco went right through me.
Yeah, it happened to our friends as well. They unfortunately had to leave early.
We've lost some from the tour. Well, that is fine. It's really mostly important I get to talk to you, cousin.
Hey,
And,
you know.
of course, it's nice to have your elf with us.
Yeah, he's my bodyguard.
Good.
Yeah. That's right.
Listen, I don't want to make you at all nervous, but this is a city where having a bodyguard may come in handy. We are in the middle of a war and all.
Yeah, well, I mean, dealing with Krizik, I know what that's like.
You will be happy to hear that Krizik and his faithful are no longer represented in Bad Calais.
There's no more church?
Well, the temple's still there, but, they all got out of Dodge.
All the worshippers.
Were they causing any problems here?
I think it'd probably be best if my wizards told you all about it. I'm kind of mourned.
How are the wizards going to tell us? One came out of invisibility shitting himself. I mean, what's going on with these guys?
Larry. He's not one of my better mages, if I'm being honest.
Not a strong stomach, though.
No, he's not. Well, that's fine. Listen, I'm not trying to really get my cit-tay involved in this war. If Jaegeron wants to blow the hell out of all of those Krizik worshippers, to each their own. But we're trying to really remain neutral in this whole conflict. I have enough trouble worrying about your uncle finding me and murdering me. So
hey,
you
I
can
get
imagine I'm trying to maybe stay out of this one. But you'll be happy to know I am speaking true. To my knowledge, almost all the Stormcrawlers are gone. There may be a few left over in their temple, but it seems the brunt of their forces are making their way north.
What about your wife, the dragon? Is
My
he,
lovely paramour!
Yes. Is he your uncle hunting her too?
Well, I suppose I imagine Strife would want to kill me and anyone I loved or cared about, so yes, she would also be endangered.
What if we, took Greg for a nice walk and made it seem like you really liked Greg, but then when Greg goes past the gates, we lock the gates and then Strife gets Greg?
You can use him as bait.
I've been trying to kill Greg for 6 months. I'm just gonna put it all on Front Street, Bleebly, cousin, and Aerendir. He is remarkably hard to kill. I almost dropped him in acid once.
How does your dueling work here? If I walked up with a glove and slapped him in the face and challenged him to a duel, would he have to accept?
He has a very strong chin.
Yeah, but would he have to accept?
It'd probably look hot and turn my husband on.
Yeah, but my bullets wouldn't.
Listen, don't worry about Greg. Greg is my cross to bear.
Just trying to help you out, cousin to cousin.
Don't give him any extra holes for
Just trying-
Schumach to play
Just trying
with.
to offer something to your uncle to appease his bloodlust for you and your wife.
I'm gonna just kind of hide
paramour.
out. That's kind of my vibe. I'm gonna be hiding out in my city with my wizards. But,
So,
Here's the
question
thing.
for you.
yes, cousin.
If we were to somehow get Strife to back off on killing you, right, would you lend your mages and your help to my cause going against the Stormcallers?
Bit of a quid pro quo.
He's so proud of him.
So, you would help me deal with Strife.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some of the other problems I have in my city currently. And I would pledge my wizards to your army.
Yeah.
What other problems?
I'm not above a gnoll problem. I believe you've probably seen the vicious gnolls ravaging my desert.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to deal with the gnoll problem. Anyways, it's affecting, our buddies in Brandini and stuff like that. So
They're on the list.
yeah.
They have made attacks on the city. Not very good ones. They're just gnolls.
The shield doesn't protect.
The
from
shield
them?
did protect, and then we rained fireballs on them. So, it's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Attacking a wizard city is a fool's errand.
I would agree.
But still, we'd like to get rid of them. If
yeah.
that's something we could maybe kind of team up on, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, there's only one small problem. See, you can see he's leading you back into the grand hall you guys originally came from. And he kind of, he leads up and he kind of goes and sits back on his throne as you guys sit in little bone chairs at the base of the throne here.
Don't like that.
So, please, listen, I'm all in. Blee, I can tell you have a celestial air about you. It's just, my wizards are not as trusting. And they think that you may be a Jaegeron spy who has been lying to a bunch of southern bumpkins, trying to raise an army and cause trouble. So,
Why would they think that?
So I've actually never been to Jaegeron, so.
ha! See?
Yeah.
See? He looks up at the wizards who are all floating and staring down. Listen, I am sure you're a god, but,
What do your diviners say? Surely they know.
it seems that you're this kind of... They're all on it. They think that, of course, you must be a god. I mean, you are... I'm reading a celestial air about you, cousin.
He brought the wet.
Bringer of the wet, yes, yes.
The blower of bones.
He blew a bone. Wonderful.
I don't.
Many bones.
Here's the thing, though, cousin. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the gods occasionally do take on avatar states. They take control of a body and have children that way. They're under the impression that you may be some kind of rogue demigod and not the genuine article. So they're a bit nervous. They would like to test you, if that's all right.
What do these? I mean, I was looking to relax after all this tests.
Listen, I as well am a man of leisure, but they are of the opinion that you are a lying charlatan come to my city to
That's a little rude.
stir up trouble and steal our resources.
Now wait here. Okay, for a second.
Not me, the wizards.
Okay. You tell your wizards that some harsh words for my god, who has been nothing but friendly to all of you.
He has been a lovely guest. Blee, couldn't be happier you're here. But if you could maybe just do some godly things to show the wizards that you are truly divine, we could put all this nastiness behind us and continue the tour.
What are they looking for?
Well, they say you are the god of guns, are you not?
Yes.
Very much so.
I suppose then let's have a bit of a show. I need you both to make intelligence saving throws, and I also need Glebnor and Tooluuga to make them as well.
What?
We're not even in the room.
Yep.
It's a 19.
6.
13.
Okay.
8.
All right. I'm going to let you decide what you want to do here, Theo. Immediately, you are struck with teleportation magic. And you can see, you look over at Aerendir as this, like, wave of runic magic goes over him, and he disappears. You look down into the floor. You're surrounded by glyphs of warding on the floor here. You can see that Aerendir has been teleported away. You two, as you were running down the hall with Myra, you looked back as a pair of wizards hit you with this same teleportation spell. Teleportation glyphs on the floor light up as you run through the hallway. These three have been teleported to a massive wizard arena below the palace. Three of
Reggie?
you,
Reggie too?
Reggie as well.
What about Myra?
You do not see Myra with you.
Lovely.
But actually, you three can make perception checks for me real quick, if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to let you decide, Theo, if you would like to go with this spell and be teleported along with Aerendir.
13.
20.
Not one.
Okay. Aerendir, you're in a blind panic because you do not see Theo yet.
Don't like that.
No.
Take out my sword
panicking.
immediately.
So do I see them?
You can you're basically standing in the hall in front of the throne room as a teleportation rune has teleported Aerendir away, and you are fighting the spell off. You can let go and let yourself be teleported, or you can try to struggle against these wizards inside of the throne room. But for Glebnor and Tooluuga, you see Aerendir is right behind you, and he's like frenzied because he does not see Theo yet.
Where's Myra?
You look up, and you can see that you are in a just like massive coliseum that seems to be directly below this floating golden palace. When you look up, you can see the spires of the wizard towers encircling this arena. The arena is full of wizard students who are cheering. Some of them are using prestidigitation to make giant like spectral bleebly heads float above the crowd. And you look up and you can also see that there is a raised floating platform where the king is sitting with his family, his husband, wife, and boyfriend. And you can also see that on either side of this like giant circular arena, there are the heads of the different wizard colleges. Myra is sitting with the head of the divination college.
Score.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also see Lorenz is up there as well in
serious
that
issue.
box. But you are there is like legit magic in you that if you would like, you can try to break free of this teleportation spell.
Can I lobby for while breaking through? I just walk forward through it. Like, the fuck are you doing?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
I'm going to the Coliseum because I want to, not because you're making me.
Just takes the stairs down to the Coliseum. Guys.
17 intimidation.
The king had already basically teleported away. He assumed that it was a done deal that you were gone. But there are evocation wizards, like staring daggers at you. These wizards, you can notice that many of them are human, but there are a few blue dragonborn amongst their ilk. And they stare at you steely-eyed. You can see that in front of you now, the floor has given away, and you can look down into arena directly below the palace. It's hundreds of feet down. I need you to make a real quick wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage, if you wouldn't mind.
15.
You hear in your ear a voice you haven't heard since you've been in Magria. If they want a show, grandson, let's give them one.
All right. How do I get down there? I don't like using your magic. You get
black, shadowy wings rip through the back of your jacket as you step off of this platform, fall 500 feet, and land in the center of the arena, surrounded in shadow. These massive, shadowy wings bat onto the ground, slowing your fall. You land in the circle amongst your friends as these shadowy tendrils go into your back.
When could you do that?
Daddy.
my lord. It's a cool little thing that I have.
Since when?
Always. Yeah.
That hit would come in
makes sense.
handy so many times.
Yeah, like when I was 800 feet in the air.
Wasn't in the pamphlet.
I didn't want to show
We're
off.
gonna have to amend it tonight.
I'm not a showman.
You're not a showman?
No.
Come on.
You are now all standing on this raised bunker almost, and you look down into a mock battlefield that has been created in this arena. You can see that on this raised bunker that you're all standing on, there are it looks like sandbags almost piled up to give you guys cover. There is barbed wire defensive turrets sort of set up all around this little bunker you're guarding, and there is a red flag behind you. And you look across the battlefield, and there's a blue flag sitting on an opposite bunker. You can see that Mansa stands up and claps his hands as the wizards all go silent. A little capture the flag between family.
Why not?
Well then, it's time for a show! Fireworks erupt all around the arena, and you see dozens of skeletons rise from the ground and take defensive positions around this flag. We will see you all next time on Dicey Situations for a rousing game of Capture the Flag. See y'all next time. Keep it dicey.
Howdy, Glebnor here, and I just want to say thanks for listening to Dicey Situations. If you liked what you heard, make sure you come back on Friday to listen to our talkback called Situational Awareness, where we break down the episode and you get to know us, the players, a little bit better. And as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and word of mouth actually helps a lot. So if you could tell all your friends, that would be great. Thanks again. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.